Hello everyone. This is Vidyasagar, Assistant Professor, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. In continuation of series of lectures CE8702, we are going to discuss about harbor engineering. Harbor and port are a part of water transportation. Water transportation can be divided into two basic categories. One is inland transportation, the other one is ocean transportation. Inland water transportation is either in the form of river transportation or canal transportation. Ocean water transportation is adopted for trade and commerce. It is estimated that about 75% of the international trade is carried out by shipping. Ocean water transportation has a limitation and it possesses high flexibility. We'll look at some of the basic important terms related to harbor and port. Harbors. Harbors are just vast parking spaces where ships, cargo containers, and vessels are anchored for safety purpose from bad climate and weather conditions. Ports are places used for loading and unloading of cargo and a place to manage all imports, exports of goods between two different countries. Docks. Docks are the places where ships or vessels are designed and repaired. Jetty. Jetty are temporary parking space provided for small ships. A harbor can be defined as a sheltered area of the sea in which vessels could be launched, built, or taken for repair, or could seek refuge in time of storm, or provide for loading and unloading of cargo and passengers. Harbors are broadly classified as, based on the formation, natural harbors, semi natural harbors, and artificial harbors. Natural harbors. Natural formations affording safe discharge facilities for ships on sea coast in the form of creeks and basins are called natural harbors. With the rapid development of navies engaged either in commerce or war, improved accommodation and facilities for repairs, storage of cargo, and connected amenities had to be provided in natural harbors. The size and draft of present day vessels have necessitated the works improvement for the natural harbors. The factors such as local geographical features, growth of population, population distribution, development of the area, etc., have made the natural harbors a big one and attractive. Bombay and Kandla are the examples of natural harbors. So this is an image showing a natural harbors and there are no cargo and freight service handling formations, so that we have to create or construct man-madely. Semi-natural harbor. This type of harbor is protected on sites by headlands protection and it requires man-made protection only at the entrance. Example for semi-natural harbor is Vishakhapatnam harbor. Artificial harbor, where such natural facilities which were available for natural harbor are not available. Countries having a seaboard or coastal area had to create or construct such shelters, making use of engineering skill and methods, and such harbors are called artificial or man made harbors. Madras is an artificial harbor. Thus, a naval vessel could obtain shelter during bad weather within a tract or area of water close to the shore, providing a good hold for anchoring protected by natural or artificial harbor against the fury of storms. Functional classification of harbor. Based on the function, we could classify refugee harbor, commercial harbor, fishery harbor, military harbor or naval base. Refugee harbor. The harbor used for ships in storms or emergency condition. It provides good anchorage and safe and easy access from the sea. Example of refugee harbor is Dover Harbor in England. Commercial harbor. Facilities for loading and unloading of cargo are provided. They may be a part of bigger complex harbor. That could be independent unit or single commodity harbor, and it could be oil terminal or coal port. Harbor and port are a part of water transportation. Water Inland water transportation is either in the form of river transportation or canal transportation. Ocean water transportation is adopted for trade and commerce. It is estimated that about 75 site selection. The following guiding factors which play a great role in choice of site for harbor are as follows: availability of cheap land and construction materials, transport and communication facilities, natural protection from winds and waves, industrial development of the locality, seabed, subsoil and foundation conditions, traffic potentiality of harbor, availability of electrical energy and fresh water, favorable marine conditions, defense and strategic aspects. So these are all the factors that we have to keep in mind before selecting the site for harbors or ports. Features of a harbor. What are all the important components of a harbor? Entrance channels, berthing basin, turning basin, breakwaters, pierhead, wharves and jetties. Natural harbors. Natural formations affording safe discharge facilities for ships on sea coast in the form of creeks and basins are called natural harbors. With the rapid development of navies engaged either in commerce or war, so this is an image showing a natural harbors, and there are no cargo and freight service handling formations, so that we have to create or construct man-madely. Semi-natural harbor. This type of harbor is protected on sites by headlands protection, and it requires man-made protection only at the entrance. Example for semi-natural harbor is pier head. The structure provided at the tip of breakwater such as lighthouse can be called as pier head. Classification of ports. Depending upon the location, the ports can be classified as canal ports, river ports and seaport. The term free port is used to indicate an isolated, enclosed and policed area for handling of cargo, etc., for the purpose of reshipping without the intervention of customs. It is furnished with the facilities for loading and unloading, for storing goods and also reshipping them by land or water, and for supplying fuel. Free port thus indicates an area within which goods can be landed, stored, mixed, blended, repacked, manufactured, and reshipped without payment of duties and without the intervention of custom department. Depending upon the size and location, the ports can also be grouped as major ports, intermediate ports, and minor ports. A major port is able to attract trade, and it commands a really pivoted position for the extension of communications. What are all the requirements of a good port? It should be centrally situated for the hinterland. For, for a port, the hinterland is the part of the country in which it can served with economy and efficiency by the port. It should get good tonnage, that is charge per tons of cargo handled by it. It should have good communication with the rest of the country. It should be populous, it should be advanced in culture, trade, and industry. It should be a place of defense and for resisting the seaborne invasion, and it should command valuable and extensive trade. And also, it should be capable of easy, smooth, and economic development. It should afford shelter to all ships and at all seasons of the years. It should provide the maximum facilities to all the visiting ships, including the servicing of the ships. Docks. Docks are the places where ships are designed and repaired. It is of basic two types. The one is wet dock, the other one is dry dock. It is a place where upper half of ship which is above the water is repaired and remolded. You could see it in the picture. Wet dock you could even repair by keeping the vessel over the water. Whereas in case of dry dock, it means no water conditions. In case of dry dock, design and engine repairing of the ships are done in dry condition.